Hello.
Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Woo!
Let's go, Brandon. I agree.
Flippity-jibbity nonsense. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. I'm going to say something outrageous. I have never been particularly poor.
He was only a good vice president because he understood how to kiss Barack Obama's ass.
If you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black. The Ku Klux Klan. What a stupid son of a bitch. God save the Queen, man. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by the you know the thing. Well, I'm sick and tired of smart guys. The fact is that I don't remember. Everybody knows I like kids better than people. We go back a long way. She was 12, I was 30, but anyway. This woman helped me get an awful lot done. Anyway. And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand, and to get hot, I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kid used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down, so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I love kids jumping on my lap. Everybody knows I like kids better than people. Changing people's lives. True international depression. Somewhere between 700 billion and $1,300 billion. And what am I doing here? If it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to, anyway, we're ready to get a lot done. And that's not an exaggeration. That's literally true. If you send John and the Reverend to Washington, those $2,000 checks will go out the door, restoring hope and decency and honor for so many people who are struggling right now. Why the hell would I take a test? Come on, man. I think I have a better idea for inflation. Lower your costs, not your wages. America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was in foothills of the Himalayas with Xi Jinping, traveling with him. That's when we traveled 17,000 miles when I was vice president. I don't know that for a fact. And I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
This is the Crowded Room Podcast, and we approve that message too, actually. What's up, everybody? This is the Crowded Room Podcast with Alex and Jer, and
special guests.
It's Friday night. We got Davey with us.
Hold up. Let me pump up my chest.
You know, if you guys used to follow us, you guys probably know Davey quite well. If you're just tuning in for the first time, Davey used to be around all the time.
What brings you back to town?
Old school, season one, work. Always coming for work.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're doing some flooring?
Grinding concrete.
You were saying you're trying to get away from flooring.
Every step I take is I can't get away from flooring.
It just brings you right back.
Right? No, the cash situation in Alberta, it drains, and then I got to come back and work with
You're just doing grinding mostly?
Yeah.
Is that why you got that
and
app?
patching. I'm doing patching, but a lot of picking up other people's stuff. You know how it is with the floors.
Is that why you got that app Grinder on your phone?
Yeah. I took a picture of that. Nice.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Have you seen that? Yeah. Yeah. The
No.
big Titan.
You should show us. You should send it in.
Oh yeah.
On that app Grinder?
So you say
fuck off.
Yeah, he didn't get it. You say grinding.
Did I say grinding?
No, he did, but you mean grinding like for flooring.
Grinding floors.
I knew what he
No,
meant.
okay.
I was just
Not that website for alternative lifestyles.
I thought you were getting into like concrete work or something like that.
Well, that's what my boss is doing. He's grinding concrete. Grinding.
And then someone comes and puts a floor on it afterwards.
That's right.
Oh, okay, because you see sometimes like sidewalks get all wonky, and then they come in and they level it out with like a grinder or like a wet saw on its side or something like that.
Yeah, Ron's machine is fucking top tier. It's so fun to work with. It's easy, and you just got
Working for Ron.
Well, no, I don't work with Ron or for Ron. Yeah,
You work beside him real close?
No.
No?
Is
he still got it?
back in the day?
he works on him.
I
Works
used
on
to.
Ron.
I used to follow
You
him
grind
around.
on Ron.
He got the job through Grinder.
Yeah. He's still wearing a vape around his neck?
Oh fuck.
Constantly. Yeah.
Wait, did you send the link to him?
No, I
Oh,
didn't.
you should send it to him
no.
now.
No, I sent it to him. He should be watching. He's like, oh, I'm not watching this shit.
That's funny.
Right.
I love that you remember he has a vape around his
That's
neck.
his
I don't know if you still
identity.
do that, Ron, but
No, he don't.
Ron's listening, yeah.
no, he sent the link to
he's
Ron.
like he's like
so
David
Ron's-
Lucas. He's got like 2 or 3 stashed around everywhere.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
And working for Ron, those are the days. You know, we should get into that. Back in the day, working for Ron, you know, you finish the day, you go hang out at the shop, and he's got this Pepsi machine in the shop, and it's full of beer.
Oh.
And it takes money. I think all you have to do is put $1 in it to get a beer out of it.
Yeah.
I used to leave like IOU notes and
Yeah.
open up the fridge and then dump IOU notes on it.
Well, he used to just leave it open, so we just open it up, and you know, because it keeps like a lot of beer cold. So Jeremy and I would just like grab a beer here and there, and then the thing is, he would meet us like half an hour later in the shop, and then you know we'd hang out for a bit before we go home, and then eventually he's just like, "You guys are drinking all my beer. I'm locking it."
How come you guys never bring any?
And then we work. You know, he's had so many people work for him, so we work with one of his old employees, and he's like, "Oh, you guys didn't know? He keeps a key up here under this hat." Fucking pulls it out. We're like, "Oh, okay." So we never told Ron that. Sorry, Ron. And so every day we get there, we open the machine, take a couple. He's like, "You guys paid for those?" Yeah, we paid.
He comments on there. He's the one guy watching.
Ron, yeah, one's in the chat. If
One's
you're
in the
watching.
chat for Ron. Do we even have one guy watching yet?
One's in the chat if you're watching. Period.
4.
Hey.
That's the nice part about
a good
doing
way to
this.
start.
It's just odd when you don't have. We only got 11 last week, though.
That was like total, yeah. But we didn't share it last week at all.
That's
so.
not
Right.
entirely.
If
pathetic.
you don't
Like,
share
that's
it,
Thank you, Dave.
right? Wow.
Davey's like, I put out things and no one watches it at all.
Anything
sometimes.
more than 3 is like yes.
Yeah.
The internet is mine.
Then it's worth it. Yeah.
Hell yeah,
I could look at my little girl and be like, that's why I was gone, baby girl.
yeah. No, we got one view from the phone, one from another phone,
Yeah.
one from a tablet, and then the rest are all actual real people.
I sent one video in. There's this farm that got busted of like thousands of phones, all just watching videos on repeat.
Oh, I've seen tons of those.
And
They
it's-
have like
yeah.
shelves, and there's just phones everywhere.
So it's
and
not
they're
even, like-
constantly just like, yeah.
It's not even fair anymore. People just like pay to play.
I think
on
they call it
YouTube.
like click farming.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. Dave,
So if
you
anyone
wanna-
knows how to get a hold of this guy, let us know because we could use.
we
a
could
bump.
use some click farming. Hey,
Yeah.
and if you guys are having fun, say hi in the chat or something. Oh, hey,
Welcome, one and all.
Someone put 111 in the chat. Who's that? Mr. 501 Davis. We know
Hell
who that
yeah,
is.
dude. Thank
The
you,
guy
Levi.
named after the jeans.
All right. So yeah, it's Friday, the 27th. We've got a lustrous episode. Mexico's been partying. Have you ever been to Mexico?
I've never been to Mexico.
Apparently, they're having fun.
I do have a story about Mexico though. So while I was in Alberta, my neighbors across the street are old and they're always snowbirds and they're flying down south. They told me that we're going to Puerto Vallarta. Can you shovel the driveways while we're gone? And this is true.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah, you bet. So the other week with the Puerto Vallarta stuff on the news, I'm like, oh wow, they're stuck down there maybe. 'Cause
Oh,
they
this
were.
just happened. Oh, yeah.
It's funny though, Vern, he's in his 70s and he goes, well, we only got one-way ticket, so we don't even know if we're going to come back. And I was like, oh, that's dark. And he started laughing. He's like, no, that's not what I meant, he said.
I've actually looked into this a little bit, and the people that are there right now, especially tourists, they're like, it's just delayed flights. That's it. That's all we're worried
But it
about.
might be delayed for a while.
No, but it's just essentially delayed flights. Like as a civilian, you're not worried about the cartel. Cartels have roadblocks. They were talking about how like you actually have to drive through cartel roadblocks to get to areas. And the cartels they'll wave you through. Like they're looking for specific people.
They want your money. They have a cut of the resorts and stuff. They don't want.
They didn't even mention money. They just said like the cartels aren't. They just they just wave you through because they're not interested in civilians. Like they're fighting a specific war. They're not trying to burn everything down. Essentially, even though a lot of shit is burning, they're not trying to kill civilians. I'm not trying to like say they're good guys either. Don't get me wrong, but. No, I guess what I'm saying is it's not as dangerous down there as they're trying to make it sound. And that's from people who are actually down there in those areas saying this.
Right. If you're not looking for drugs, I'm sure you're fine. But
exactly.
if you're going down the seedy back alleys and stuff and you look like a local, they're not going to be too kind with you, I'm sure.
No, they don't care about locals. That's just it. That's what I'm getting at. Is like they know who they're after. Like it's a specific war between specific people. And if you're not a part of that, you don't have anything to worry about. And you can, like, as long as you're okay with the delayed flights, you can still go on your vacation there. You're not going to be bothered.
And stuff's going to be cheaper because no one wants to do it now because they're scared.
That's just it. Yeah. Because right now it's crashing the tourism there and they need that, right?
But I bet the flights back are jacked right up because everyone wants to get the fuck out of there.
Oh, the flight's back for sure.
I bet sounds like a plane ticket would be up for negotiation if you booked it like 3 weeks ago. And then it's like, well, it seems risky to go down there. Maybe I should cancel. Oh, no, we'll offer you a discount. Maybe.
If you wanted to go there right now, it's probably as cheap as it's ever been.
Now's probably the best time to go.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Why?
Well, hey.
I mean, if you want to go to Mexico that bad,
if you had
why
a plan
not?
to do it,
yeah.
The plane ride alone would be worth it. I love planes. The flying, landing.
I don't trust the food. Like I don't trust the hygiene and stuff. That's why I don't want to go. No, and I mean, like, what's the point? You just go sit at the beach and.
Yeah, that's why I don't go to Mexico.
And drink beer.
That's why I've never gone to. I've done a lot of traveling around the world. I've never gone to Mexico, and like I know people who have only gone to Mexico. They've never been to Europe or Asia or anything. And it's like, man, like there's so much to see, and like. I'm not. If I'm going to spend money on a trip, I'm not going to go just to sit on a beach. That gets boring after a while. Like
it gets boring. I'm so scared of sharks that I don't go out past my shoulders in the water or anything like. And even that.
I am not interested in swimming in the ocean once it gets deep. Yeah,
I really want to surf, but you have to go pretty far out there.
Yeah,
and I can't. Like I I freeze.
I am terrified of the sea.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. I am absolutely terrified of the sea.
Yeah, in Thailand you could see everything. It's so clear, but I still, once my feet couldn't touch the ground, I backed up.
If we went in a boat and went like, like 100 yards, 300 yards off the shore, like you could still see the shore, you could probably still swim back, no problem. I would not want to get in the water.
No.
Like
even in a lake.
Call me what you want. I am not into swimming in the fucking
somewhere
ocean.
Cold, like north coast.
Even in a lake, I don't like to stick my feet straight down, and if you can't see anything, I keep my feet up when I'm floating in the water.
Yeah, me too.
Scared.
I don't like to touch the bottom.
No, not
to touch
like
anything.
in the middle of a lake. There's no sharks. I don't like to like stick my feet straight down deep. It creeps me out for some reason.
I don't do that either. Yeah.
Creeps me.
In a super
I like
deep
to just
lake. You just wonder.
I remember watching Jaws when I was a kid, like 8 years old, and I didn't want to have a bath after that.
Okay, yeah. I'm not that bad.
That got
but
me.
Like some kids, they like get their foot wrapped around seaweed
Until you're
and die.
13 and your mom
That'd
grabs
never
you by
be
the
me,
ear
man.
and drags you into the shower.
Yeah, no, I remember having a bath being like, don't.
It's gonna come up.
That was scary. That movie was real.
Damn,
dude.
man. Yeah, the one that got me when I was a kid. I don't know how old you were when you felt that way, but I must have been like kindergarten, grade 1 when I saw Chucky. Right. And then I had a dream that Chucky was getting me, right? And I was locked in my room. So I wake up in my room with the door. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Right. I watched The Bone Collector. I don't even know. Younger than 10, something like that. And it kept me up till like 6 a.m. for like days.
Oh yeah, that's like a serial killer.
It was
movie.
like Denzel Washington or something.
These movies actually traumatized.
Yeah, no, my mom never like
what was it about the bone
censored any. It was a serial killer or so that collected people's.
No,
bones.
but I'm saying, what was it about it that really like got you?
It was gonna get me, dude.
He's gonna.
He's gonna get me.
You know, when I was in, I think grade 8 was probably the last time that happened to me, and we
Just
watched
creeped
this.
out by a movie.
We watched this documentary on alien abductions, and I remember going to bed. We watched like an hour-long documentary on it at like 10 o'clock. Right? It's like, hey, go to bed after. And I'm up all night thinking, like, man, they're gonna get me tonight. Like, they're picking me up tonight. Like,
Not sleeping
dude,
tonight.
That was the last time a show ever got to me. And yeah,
Right, but it's weird. That's more scary than these cartels blowing shit up and they're gonna shoot you.
and that's
Crossfire.
like
Caught in the
objective.
crossfire.
That's like an objective truth too. Like, you actually apparently don't need to worry about that as a civilian. You're not, unless you're down where they're fucking.
That's easy
in
to
the
say
middle
from
of a
up
war.
here in Canada.
Yeah, we got Jerry Smiths in the chat saying my parents are having fun in PV. It's just
Puerto Vallarta.
cartel versus the government.
Yeah.
Yeah, crew against crew.
And then we got Mr. 501 Davis saying, we talked in our office about going because it's going to be cheap.
Yeah. Who was the first person? Jerry.
Jerry Schmitz, 4225.
Jeremy Schmidt. I wonder if that's who that is.
Maybe.
It says Jerry, so I don't know.
Look at this picture. What does it look like? Anyways, thank you, Jerry. Thank you for joining the chat. We appreciate everybody
7 watching.
left
Few
and right.
comments.
Welcome.
Hey.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with us on
Thank
this
you so
Friday
much.
night.
It actually really pumps me up. Okay, have you
Wait till
guys
we make it to 11.
11 people? Yeah. Thank you so much. Have you guys watched Candace this week?
Candace Owens?
Yeah, her show is called Candace.
Oh, is it?
She went off about Erica Kirk. She said she's dating a woman. She said she's brainwashed by the CIA.
So I heard a bit about this. I heard that apparently Erica Kirk is pregnant. I heard.
Right.
And
Alex
now-
Jones even comes out saying that stuff.
And
yeah.
they are saying that she's apparently with a woman or something.
She
too,
got pregnant
which is
by a
weird.
woman then,
But the
eh?
thing is, you know,
What the fuck?
you talk to Nate. Nate will tell you JD Vance is the father.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nate, if you're in the chat,
Someone's going to
dude,
die for that DNA
Nate
test.
said it's either JD Vance or it was someone crazy, like someone you would never think. And I'm like, where does that come from? And he's like, yeah, man, it has to be.
Literally
So, tell
from
us in the
some
chat,
guy
Nate.
in his basement just making it up. JD Vance is married with kids, and he's trying to run for president. The last thing he's going to do is go get some widow pregnant. That would be suicide.
I don't think JD Vance is the dad.
Poor Charlie.
But I don't even know if she's pregnant. Is she? I don't know if that's official news. Like I just heard people
It's
say
so
that.
easy to prove that she's
They
not.
said she's showing off her baby bump and shit like this. And the thing is, I think we can all agree, though, she kind of had a unique way of mourning her husband after he passed. And
then took the picture down on their bookshelf behind her and,
little things.
put up the Talmud
Did you guys...
scroll behind it.
And they met in Israel, by the way.
Right.
And
That's one thing I sent in here on the Discord. There's this stupid thing Erica Kirk reanimated. Someone found a lady named Erica Kirk that looks exactly like her from like 50 years ago. So,
wow.
And Candace
go.
is going over. Here, let's watch it.
Candace
It's,
thinks that's her.
This isn't her thing.
Yeah, some...
Kirk. Another Erica Kirk. Same exact name, same exact spelling, both political wives, both married to outspoken Republicans. Current Erica is nicknamed Miss Arizona, and the first Erica was nicknamed Madam X. People called the first Erica Kirk Madam X because they say she just kind of showed up out of nowhere. Both have striking blue eyes and blonde hair. They even do their eyeliner the same, and personally, I think they have the same face structure. The first Erica Kirk passed away now, but was from Palm Beach County, Florida, which raises another huge red flag. If you've been following my videos, you know why. I don't want to tell you guys what to think. I'm simply giving you the information. Do you think these are like all coincidences, or is there something else going on? This is Eric.
So, and then Candace
I've
goes
seen her
on to
before.
say
I've seen that chick before.
the high
She's
school.
liberal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, liberal.
The high school that Erica went to in Arizona had a professor that was associated with these, not Agent Orange, but what's the thing where MK Ultra studies from this guy that was an ex-Nazi, and it's like
because
so many tangled webs, and it just sounds like you're smoking crack in a basement and talking. But apparently she was brainwashed and groomed for this from a very young age. And she got interviews with Erica's ex-boyfriends that Erica says she never dated in the first place.
She does lie a lot about that.
That said
That's true.
that she was willing to do anything to win at these pageants, and her mother pushed her in the pageants. And then you interview her about the pageants, and she's like, "No, I wanted to be a basketball player. I never cared about any of that. Can we get this off the table?"
She does lie about a lot of
Product
her
placement.
past, like especially her past that happened like right before she was with Charlie. Like before she was with Charlie, she was like trying to get on not game shows, but like
really wanted to be famous.
Yeah, she was trying to be famous, trying to get on reality TV shows. There was like a dating show she was on, and then she says that she didn't date anyone for those years, and then there's evidence of her being on the show, and like I don't know if she accepted a date or what, but like there's actually someone she dated that year, and so it goes against what she said. At the end of the day, I don't care too much. I'm not like, oh my god, Erica Kirk lied about something, like, you know, like, oh my god, she dated someone but she said she didn't,
right?
Like that doesn't bother me too much, but I just already just don't think highly of her anyways, so like, you know,
why would you? Why does anyone care at all? Why is she paraded across the damn internet?
I didn't even know her name or her face until Charlie died. And now she's running Turning Point. They're making more money than ever, and they are just like, hey, this is our ship now. We're going to fucking do what we want with this.
So now imagine you're trying to run a mind control CIA experiment, and Charlie won't play ball, but you have this ace in your hand of Erica that you've groomed from a small lady. You probably pushed onto Charlie because a dork is going to see this blonde chick hitting on him and be like, yeah, I'll marry you and have kids and all this shit.
See, Nate, if Nate would come on and say anything other than the N-word or talk about Sasquatch, I would love for him to come on and talk about this, because Nate, you actually know a lot about this.
He would go, you know.
Nate has spent the time to actually learn every little facet about this, so like he would be the ideal person to have to talk about this. The lights turn
on and he goes,
says something we gotta bleep. Yeah.
I hate the looks I get when I drop N-bombs. I just hate it. Especially on camera.
Time and place, you know.
Baby, no. I'm guilty. Pardon me.
Especially in the lineup at the grocery store.
Right.
In the Caribbean shop.
It was okay when you were growing up.
In your time, the Jim Crow era.
Hey, I actually dropped the first N-bomb on podcast.
On a podcast?
It was a test run, we were live, but it was a test
Davey
run.
I think he did make the first mistake, yeah.
Right, but we weren't live, so we scrapped it all.
But you see, like,
oh yeah, it was a record.
It was a recorded
and I dropped the N-bomb.
We just said, okay, well, we just wasted our time here.
Look at like Morgan Wallen, like he said it. He makes like he's got the most popular music in the world. Some of the most popular music in the world since then. Upchurch, he set up a hidden camera while Jelly Roll, Adam Calhoun struggled. All these big guys were at his house and recorded a conversation and then released it all because he's like, fuck you guys. He's being an asshole. And like, dude, they're all dropping N-bombs and just let them have it, man. Like, it's crazy.
But they're like calling white people with an A at the end. That's a difference.
What I'm saying is like all these guys do that. And it's like
down
there, it seems totally normal. Like they're doing it with black people next to them, and like no one cares, and like it's like a different place.
I don't think most people care, especially if you're not being
like saying N-bomb better.
Context.
N-bomb is the best, right?
N-bomb.
Right.
N-bomb. Ooh, dropping N-bombs. Like everyone knows that means.
Just get a sign.
Those dang N-bombs.
Ubiquitous, like the C word. Everybody knows the C word.
What's the C word?
Oh, I shall not reiterate that.
You'll see it next Tuesday.
Thank you. Yeah, clearly Erica Kirk is a CIA mind-controlled asset from Nazi scientists.
C-word asset? No, sorry.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, but I miss Charlie. I really do miss Charlie. I was just getting warmed up to him because at first, Charlie, fuck Charlie. He's a geek. He's a nerd. He's one of them Christian evangelists, a Bible thumper. That's what I thought.
He was one of the most
Until
powerful,
I started
rich
to listen
nerds
to him. Actually listen to the conversations he was having. The dude is rock solid. And,
right.
And we killed him. It's horrible.
We did, didn't we?
We didn't.
whites.
Are you admitting guilt?
Us
right now,
whites
baby?
killed him.
You heard it here first.
Us Wiggers.
Well, not the proverbial we. I mean, like humanity just took him down.
Yeah, one's in the chat if you killed Charlie Kirk.
6 7s in the chat.
6. All right. What's the next one we have here?
So hey, so obviously like being on your phone all the time or like playing video games is like a bad habit, right? What was the bad habit before that?
People used to complain about people reading books when the printing press first came out.
Oh, sorry. You skipped a spot, but like
I'm
maybe
really
you didn't
thinking, I'm
because
really digging deep.
I was talking about screens, so maybe you skipped screens entirely. I was gonna say watching TV was the thing before that, where like that's where like boob tube and stuff came from,
man.
because people would be like, "Oh,
Star
you watch
Trek
that thing,
and
it's
Full
gonna
House. Like
rot
we were
your
there
brain."
in front of the TV.
Like there was times when like the way that you see people addicted to your phones, like people were addicted to TV like that. Almost more than people are addicted to TV now because we have all sorts of different screens.
Okay, so there was Atari, which was like, had a niche, right?
Yeah, you saw
and then
this.
Nintendo was like, everybody had a Nintendo except for poor Davey. So, but I could go over to my buddy's house. We played Mike Tyson's Punch Out, and we would be like freaking out. Like,
yeah, Ray, you were playing Paperboy.
Like, imagine you see the little guys playing Call of Duty, and they're all.
Those games
we were
were
like
hard.
that with like Mario and Punch Out.
I remember playing it. It was very hard.
Oh fuck yeah, it was hard. It's so technical. You get to like the bald bull, I think it was like level 5, the fifth fighter, and we figured out to get him was a lower blow, and he'd go down, and we'd be like, we passed the level. We had to fight Piston Honda after that, or no, Don Flamenco. Right. I can name off all the characters. I don't know who's what, right? But Nintendo had to be, the video games had to be a pre-phone addiction.
Okay,
so, no, it was pre-phone
because it wasn't fucking that popple thing that it was like a yoga ball with a ring around it. You could pogo ball it. That was
so. I was saying like nowadays video games are they're even worse like when it comes to an addiction. So like before that it was TVs, and Alex actually said the answer that comes after that is like, what was the bad habit before watching too much TV? And it's like, oddly enough, it was reading books. It was like, dude, like people would like get mocked for reading too many, like you just sitting at home reading books all day. Like, and it's funny because nowadays we think of someone as being more intelligent for reading books, whereas like there was a time where that was actually considered like kind of a bad habit.
Before the printing press came out, you had to be kind of rich to own books. So literacy was very low.
And I'm talking before, I mean, I'm assuming, this would be much like long after the printing press, but like, because the printing press came out before the TV came out.
Yeah. And so only rich people owned books. So it was kind of a flex to have a bookshelf and stuff. And so most people didn't really know how to read.
But once it became less of a flex and more of a common thing, that's when it became like
and it just
something
keeps moving on and on. Yeah. The problem is when you have exactly what you want on demand, then you don't really care to spend time with other people.
But there was a time when people didn't know what was going to be next on the TV. They were just glued to it. They're just like, oh my God, this fucking thing is entertaining me.
But at least it was in your living room and programs were scheduled. So you're like, at 7:00, I'm going to go to my living room and watch this.
It's just interesting how like we would agree that watching too much TV is a bad habit. We would agree that like, playing video games too much is a bad habit.
Sure.
But if you go back to the next one, it's like, reading books, we'd probably agree that that's a good habit to have.
Good habit. But I mean, there was a collectivism about, hey, did you see that episode last night? Or your family all got together and watched this one movie together because we have this movie. Mm-hmm. Nowadays, everyone's just individually on their phone. And when the virtual reality goggles come out, nobody's going to talk to each other anymore.
But like, fair enough.
And I feel like that's an actual kind of travesty. But then again, so did people say that about books. So we're probably just turning into the old people.
There's always going to be people that just, if VR comes out and we have VR, but if we get some amazing VR that you just don't want to leave, we're still going to leave it. We got to go to work. And I think, we're not going to want to spend our whole lives in there, no matter how good it is.
Exactly.
You're still going to want to come back to reality.
was a
Like,
movie
you have a
with Bruce
daughter
Willis.
here. You're not going to want to spend all your time in reality.
But losers that don't have friends or a
Right.
daughter or anything, how are they
Yes.
going to become somebody?
But like the World Economic Forum actually like talks about this, and as evil as I say they are, they actually have like a plan for this, and
Right.
they're saying that that's the useless class, right? Because we're going to get to a point where a lot of these jobs are going to be gone because we have robots, computers to do these. They're going to be automated. So there's going to be a lot of people that aren't working more than now, like a lot more.
Oh,
and
in the next 3-5 years?
So he's like, what do we do with those
Crazy.
people? He's like, we keep them satisfied with video games and drugs.
Harvest their life force like the Matrix.
Yeah, it's like keep smoking weed, keep playing video games, don't do anything else. And that's where the basic income comes in too. Because now we're like, here's your monthly monthly pay that you didn't earn. You don't have to go to work. You get to sit at home and play video games. You get to eat the goy slop. You get to eat like all the processed foods. That's all you can afford. But you probably don't care much about nutrition anyways. You're just sitting at home doing fucking nothing. So you're probably not interested in being healthy anyways. So you're eating the processed foods and living off the basic income. And there you go. They've taken care of you. They don't have to worry about you ever again.
When Trudeau legalized weed, I was like, yes. And a lot of us were, I think. But now you look at the bigger picture, and it's like, well, just make it easier to dumb down the population, get them ready for the vaccine. That's what I think.
Make them a lot more
so,
complacent, especially the younger kids.
Make them docile.
You start them
so
young, and then they don't actually care to seek out truth or anything like that. But for all the poor nutrition and stuff you're talking about, people's lifespans are just getting exponentially longer and longer.
I mean,
200 years ago, everyone ate organic.
Well, what you're
and
saying
there was
is kind
no
of false.
smog in the air.
Yeah, but we've hit a wall like a long time ago.
But you die of
like people aren't living any
basic
longer than they
flus and
were
stuff.
20 years ago. Like
20 years is nothing in the scope. But
sure,
also,
but like
this COVID
80 years
thing,
ago they weren't.
This
But-
COVID thing made us go down. Canadian life expectancy has actually gone down for the first time in I don't know since the World Wars or something.
But that
like
makes sense. Like it did hit a wall. How long can you make the average human live, right? And we got it up to the 80s.
You know, apparently there's a vaccine coming out for dogs that'll make them live like 20 years longer.
That's true. And maybe there's research that, maybe there's something they can do for humans like that. But we got them for dogs and cats. I thought it was more of like a pill or something. But yeah, it changes something in them and it makes it so that they can live longer.
Right,
and,
but once
like
we figure
twice
out
as long.
that stuff for dogs, like we're not really allowed to test on humans.
Someone is still.
China.
Yeah, and also
Apparently China's been doing it for
the people
40 years.
The people that figure that stuff out, you think they want everyone in the world doing that, or do they just want to like keep it for a select few and then we just live normal lives?
You ask Alex Jones, they got spider humans, goat humans, and like that are. They're putting out body armor out of their spider asses and shit.
Okay, so that part's actually true.
Yeah.
I don't know what Alex Jones said, but this is something I've wondered about a lot. I'm like they've done so many experiments throughout the years that are illegal, and they don't care if they're illegal or not. That's never stopped them, right? So what is stopping them now that we are able to mix genes and stuff like that? Like we can take
CRISPR.
We can take like the genes
CRISPR.
of like spiders, like say the spider that has like the strongest web in the world, and we can take that gene and put it in a silkworm, and then that silkworm will produce all that silk that's that strong. And so that's how they've learned to farm spider webs. So if they can do that, like there's got to be someone out there that's doing this with humans, whether it's legal or not. Like you can't tell me that's not happening.
Well, legality changes from country to country.
It doesn't matter if it's legal in that country. Has that ever stopped the United States government? Has it ever stopped the CIA? Like
Germans?
Like no, like it doesn't stop anybody.
The experiments.
And so apparently,
for the science.
Apparently, China is actually like leading the way in this type of thing, and they've been experimenting with this.
China's got their mad
and
scientists,
so
right?
They have mixed DNA with these humans to make like these super soldiers, and apparently they have figured some of this shit out, and they are like not an army. Don't get me wrong, but they've done these experiments and successfully too. And it sounds fucking crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, but I doubt it's over here. Or if it is, it's buried
It's
under
underground.
80 or Area 51.
Well, that's just
or
it. It
something
would
like
be
that,
underground
yeah.
because it's not legal. But like that's just it. Legality doesn't make me think that stops the government. by any means. Canada maybe doesn't, but the United States, you really think the United States isn't doing experiments that aren't legal?
Oh, come on. Like there's
there's
illegality
illegal
going on in the world. There's
unethical.
no question.
What's that?
Sorry.
Sorry, yeah, it's an ethicality kind of question more than legal.
Okay,
They say
I mean,
what's
we're
legal
talking
and not.
about people who have set like human trafficking rings. So why would they not use these people that are like off the books anyways? Kids that have been born into these things that will never be a part of society. Why would they not?
Why you tell me, dude.
Yeah, no, I think it's happening. I think it's
Well,
like no one gives, those people don't care about ethics or anything, and it's not on the books for a reason. I think it's things like that are happening. They're too curious, man. They're like, well, we have the technology to mix like a gorilla with a human, and
They do
let's see what happens and make a super soldier. Maybe we'll be able to control it. Who knows? Maybe it'll be conscious.
And then it breaks out of their zoo.
Well, that's the thing
takes
is,
over.
I think they'd be doing that underground, and like it'd never get out of there. But
You don't think it would ever break out?
no,
Oh God.
Wow.
they have turrets.
COVID did. COVID found
Close-minded.
Yeah,
Maybe
very
they're
close.
blood sucking freaks
That's
are
a
gonna
good
come
joke.
get you.
It's a good one.
But yeah.
So close-minded, it'd never break out of there.
So yeah, what do we got next?
I don't know. What do you got?
This open AI shit with Tumbler Ridge. You hear that?
Oh,
What's
I thought CDC
David-
was going to go for the guns. but
David
they went
Eby
for AI.
blamed the Tumbler Ridge shooting on OpenAI. Yeah,
Sounds about
because they knew about it for a while and they didn't want to say because the kid was asking a bunch of fucked up questions.
Oh yeah, that's right. So I did read about this. He was asking things on OpenAI, some weird shit, and OpenAI actually considered getting a hold of law enforcement, and they didn't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. So now David Eby comes out and says, "Oh, it's not grooming kids. It's not us giving them their guns back or anything like that, or the parents, transitioning their kid. It was OpenAI not telling us."
David
was the
Eby
problem, yeah.
also referred to Alberta separatists as treasonists.
Ists.
That's it, sorry.
Honestly, even if OpenAI did tell them, there's not much that they could do legally to this person.
Or would do.
Otherwise, it'd be like Minority Report. That's the thing, is like we live in this.
Well, they could go take his guns away again.
Well, that's the thing. They should have never been given back. You're right. They
Right.
could have at least done that. Sorry, yeah.
Or put a fucking guy out in front of his house for a while and staked it out.
Maybe, yeah. At least
I
give
mean,
him, at least give
they
him a little bit
wouldn't.
more of a fuck. The cops were at the point where they gave the guns back. That's how much they thought it was.
The
a
sad
threat.
part is no matter what you say, people around here are still going to vote Liberal or NDP or whatever. They're not. It's not going to change their mind. Everyone's so butthurt about Trump. Yeah.
Everyone's so worried about Pierre being Trump.
Obfuscating accountability.
He's benign. He was awesome when he's chomping on that apple, Pierre. I love him. I voted for him
4 years ago or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
But no, he's just a slogan guy now. Like he's useless. But then,
Well, I mean, who cares about him? He's the puppet for the party that seems to actually want to get up and do something about this.
Well, not just that. Like you said
You're
in the
right.
past, Alex, is we don't really have a conservative party here. It's like liberal light. Like
It's center.
like-
If it's
like
not right, it's center.
Right?
Yeah.
It's not an actual right wing, which is
We have
arguably why
PPC.
they lost. They weren't far enough, and PPC almost seems like
It doesn't exist in every riding.
yeah,
The purple
and
piggy
it's-
bank.
They're kind of all like sometimes they say things I'm like yes, and then sometimes they're so out to lunch. It's like how
Yeah, Tucker talks about that. There's no such thing as two Republicans that agree with each other. You can't, and that's why you can't hammer down one kind of outlook of the party, because it doesn't matter who it is. Candace fights with Tucker, fights with Alex Jones, everyone just kind of interfights, whereas the Democrats are all just like, oh, I believe this because Buddy just said that the other guy's upset today.
Yeah.
Right, so they'll band together no matter what it is. You could say that, oh, did you hear what he said, and they'll follow up with them. But the Republicans are so independent that they can't agree on one.
That being said, like I know Republicans that are like, hey, Trump
everybody
said
has a
this.
bubble, conservative bubble, but there's no unity. Real.
There's no
unity.
common
Even MAGA
slogan.
still, it's like a whisper in the night. MAGA.
I agree. You still see like the left eating the left as well.
Is it real?
Like that does happen as well. But I do agree that like I don't know there are different like sects of conservatism.
We gotta spell it for all the Spanish people out there. Hey, I heard you say sex, okay?
Sex? Different sex? Conservatives with different sex?
Yeah, I don't see anything coming out of this. I don't think it's going to change anyone's voting habits.
Anything coming out of what? Sorry?
Out of this Tumbler Ridge stuff and everything. I think
no, they're just going to
there's no such thing as accountability for anybody in Canada. I don't see anyone being like, yeah, maybe we were wrong or maybe we should change some sort of thing, even though we've done the same thing for 15 years and it's gotten consistently worse. It's only pointing the finger.
All the old guys I know that voted Carney in, they're like, man, he's doing such a good job. I'm like, oh, yeah, he gave all the contracts to Brookfield. That's really nice.
Outsourced everything out of the country.
I'm glad you guys don't give a shit about,
right.
Having conflict of interest or anything like that. That's good. You guys bought a house for $25,000 back in the day. Now it's worth $1 million. You guys are loving life, man. You guys, you got you got another 10, 20 years left. And, you guys are in charge of the world right now. It's nice. But for us who can't afford a house and, who would like something different, someone who maybe isn't compromised, that'd be nice.
The floor crosser, went with him to India. I can't remember his name.
The guy that just crossed the floor recently.
That's right. The
I don't
latest
know his name either.
Flip-flopper.
Became a liberal?
Mm-hmm. No, he was Edmonton in the Edmonton riding. And so, what happened, from what I hear on YouTube, because I'm a bit of an Albertan, he went to India and sold out his constituency. Now, not all, but a lot of his constituency is voting Alberta independence.
Okay. So you think you're optimistic about this separatism?
Honestly, I am 100%. I'll die for Alberta.
Do you think it even if 51% of Albertans vote for it, do you think it matters?
You know what? If 51%, it'll be. But then who's going to really do the work? Technically we won. Who's going to do the work?
But do you think that Canada's even going to let it like if 51% of all of Canada voted to reinstate slavery, do you think the government's going to be like, all right?
Well, you know what? Hey, that's interesting because that's the people's.
Depends if it was to enslave white people, they'd be hey, you know what?
Yeah, okay.
Hey,
No, it shows that
get a little bit of money.
This isn't a real democracy. Everyone thinks we live in a democracy.
It's a commonwealth or a confederation.
Right. At best,
America is a democracy.
Is a republic.
That's right.
There's no such thing as a pure democracy. In a pure democracy, 51% of the vote would reinstate absolutely anything. Driving drunk, shooting people and getting away, or slavery. If 51% of the people voted for it, then it would get reinstated. But that doesn't exist.
No.
Because it's dumb as shit.
Because in the 90s, there was a vote exactly like that.
Right.
And Quebec was like, fuck. Well, I guess we're still part of Canada. But the thing is, Quebec's got a lot of differences than other provinces. They're not.
Right. Well, you have to remember, most voters are dumb as shit. So why does their vote count in the first place?
And you know what? The vote for independence, they say, is about 40, 60. But honestly, it's probably in the 20s, 25% of hardcore Alberta separatists.
And that's the people that are getting up to vote.
Yes.
Not everybody's doing, especially like in the rural areas.
Well, you got
maybe they're
no. I'm thinking the rural areas are the ones that flooded the cities first because
they're actually interesed in.
That's right. They want to see some change. They want no taxes. They want a republic. Basically.
Right. But I even if the majority votes for it, I don't see it being a viable argument. I don't see Canada being like, all right, you got us.
Let's look.
At the end of the day,
there was like a 75%. Yeah, we want to leave Canada. Because there was a referendum on equalization payments, and 60% of Albertans voted fuck equalization payments. And after the vote, nothing
happens. That's because it's not an actual democracy, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's because that vote actually didn't mean anything. They just wanted to know what you thought, essentially.
Well, yeah, the referendum
it should mean something, but it really didn't.
I think so.
And And this is another thing. So, okay, let's say Alberta separates. Let's say BC goes with them too, just to make things easy.
Saskatchewan would probably be the first province.
Let's just say they're not just stuck in the middle of Canada. We got BC too in on it,
and we got to go up and around,
like a true
Wexit.
Well,
a true Wexit.
At the very least, like you still have to get new leaders. You still have to do all that, right? And so, to me, it's like the same thing as if everybody in Canada rose up and took the government down. How do we know the next leader isn't just going to do the same shit and implement the same shit?
It's inevitable that it'll eventually corrupt.
Yeah.
But see, that's the argument that a lot of people that are on the fence for voting in the referendum is like, well, really, is it really going to do anything? Well, you have to fucking sign up and vote legit. And well, it's just like any other election.
It's just, and how do you trust that election? Who's going to count the votes?
Yeah, and gone are the days where we lynch someone who like is a shitty leader, and it's like,
let's not talk too fast.
We'll never get enough people together to agree on one thing to like actually overthrow government in Canada.
And we're demonetized.
There would have to be definitely like a group founding fathers, right? And right now we got we got a lawyer, a couple lawyers, we got a mechanic shop opener. Like operator, sorry.
In Alberta?
Yeah. These like the three top guys that are really pushing for independence. Like they're not affiliated with big oil. There's a Dr. Modry, Sylvester's, what's his name?
And it's so easy for billionaires to lobby against these common people.
Oh, bro, like there's the canvassers that are going out and pushing for signatures.
Yeah,
are a lot of Stay Forever Canada guys are like
and
getting violent with them.
A lot of tech billionaires are trying to put a data center in northern Alberta now.
This is true, yeah.
And they're not going to be pumped about
hey.
the separation because they've already put a lot of paperwork in for this. That
just the oil in the ground alone is making everybody go, "What the fuck?" Right?
Exactly.
That's Canada's piggy bank right there. But
if it was let us know what you guys think in the chat.
Yeah,
does Alberta get
independence?
Independence.
If we push for it,
and if they do you change the name and what to?
All I know is that the chatter I've heard is that all of a sudden we get flooded with American cash. That'll be our reserve currency for a little while. Well, I don't know.
Just like Venezuela.
Put Ralph Klein on the $20 bill one day. I don't know.
Pretty much like a lot of countries like rely on the American dollar, and if we did separate, it'd be like tense with Canada. So we might actually have to use the American dollar, and that would be crazy. Yeah, Donald Trump would, if he was still in power when it did happen, he would probably actually support the move. And so,
he's got our back. Trump administration is like, hoorah.
There's probably so many logistical problems that we just can't even think of right now. Like, where do we get our shampoo? Anything like that from? Like, maybe we don't have a shampoo factory in this western part of Canada.
Shipping company, nothing's made in Canada, dude. Everything gets shipped to Canada. Fucking everything gets shipped to Canada. Nothing like that would change.
Canada's so-called independence from Britain was seamless. Like every native treaty that was signed with the British Crown, it was seamless when the Canada says, "Hey, well, after World War I, we want to be our own country."
Right.
But not only
and
that,
the Crown was like, okay, you point to not the Prime Minister, Governor General. Mm-hmm. She's in charge, and the Prime Ministers and all that are under her, right? But the British Crown is like, oh, hey.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, another thing is, it's like, dude, we already pay tariffs in between provinces as it is. Like, I don't think much of that type of shit would even change.
Tariffs that everybody talks about is kind of like the climate change.
It's just like when tariffs became a big deal.
It doesn't mean nothing.
That's just it. Like, when they became a big deal with the states, it's like, dude, different provinces in Canada are charging each other tariffs. It's like, and you're worried about, like, I don't know. It's just selective outrage. As soon as it's like, hey, be upset about this right now. Look at this flashy thing. Tariffs. Russia. Ukraine.
Right?
Fucking Trump. The
drones,
bad man.
The drones in New Jersey. That was funny for a little bit.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, I don't think separating is going to solve the problem, because it can easily, let's say we separate into our own thing, it can easily be hijacked by another carny or whoever else. Like, people will vote that guy in. What's stopping? Man, BC and Alberta kind of voted that guy in too, whether we like it or not.
This is
So
true.
it's just like, what's stopping? Even if we separate, what's stopping from voting another person in exactly like that? That's straight out of the World Economic Forum. He can have the title of agenda implementer for the World Economic Forum, and this country will still elect him, even though he is compromised. So what's stopping BC and Alberta from doing that even after they separate? So that doesn't even fix the problem.
The movement is grassroots and has no real leader, right? So it needs to be organized. Everybody knows that if you're gonna fucking be George Washington and all these fucking old Americans that made a little mini government and sold their idea of separating from Britain, that's what we need. And they see the guys. Maybe it could be me.
It could be you.
I
It
could
should
just
be you.
fucking
I think
pipe up, dressed in leather,
Write
and
us a
cowboy hat.
constitution. How's it start?
I could get started on it.
How does it start? Let us know the first line.
Oh fuck!
thou shall.
No, it has to start with fuck. No,
We the fuck.
We the fuck have decided.
I was thinking maybe I could tone it down and maybe write an Alberta national anthem. Unless there probably already is one.
That's all
I
we
haven't
need.
even heard it.
That would unify everybody. We should just do a hockey game and the winner takes all.
There you go.
I'd like to see an Alberta Major League Baseball team. We call it the
Really?
Alberta Air Force. And on the chest
Let's just
would be
spend our time
like a bunch of
going
ducks
for
flying
them.
in formation. It'd be beautiful.
Hell yeah.
I think
You better
all the provinces,
you better redneckanize.
all the provinces should come up with a hockey team, but every single person on that team has to be born in Canada and from that province. So it's like it actually represents that province. You can't take someone
Really?
from Quebec. Like we want purebred
I get
BC
it.
guys against purebred Alberta boys, and so on and so on. That would be interesting to me.
And
that,
do what?
That was one of the big reasons why I was never into hockey. It's like
I'll play hockey.
Yeah, for hockey. I was like, what? Like when I was younger, I'm like, so everyone on the Vancouver team is like from Vancouver. They're like, well, no.
No.
Like some of them are from like all over. And it's like, okay, well then what makes it Vancouver? Well, that's just where they are. I'm like, well, why do we cheer from them if no one from there is on the is from Vancouver? Like, how is that our team?
Why
then?
does anybody care if a puck goes in a net?
There
That's
you
what
go.
I'd say. Have them fight. Have
That's the best
Trudeau
part about hockey. You
fight
get both.
Pierre. MMA, and the winner is the new.
I
whatever
still
you
like to
call it,
see
prime minister.
boxing match between Joe Biden and Trump would be.
But
priceless.
it would also keep old people from running because it's fucking stupid.
It'd be a young man sport at that
These
point.
guys can't even drive their own car, but they get to run a country.
I mean, look at the state of Biden. People like, you could say Trump is, starting to get there. And I wouldn't argue with that. Sometimes he says things and you're like, okay, he's getting old. He's getting a little crazy. But nothing is as bad as where Biden was. I was talking to this with someone who was, he wasn't necessarily a liberal, but he really hated Trump. And he's like, oh, yeah, Trump's going senile. I'm like, yeah, but look at Biden, the last year of his presidency, like using auto pen.
What?
He couldn't even sign his own
Biden
documents.
can do cartwheels.
He's like, well, he wasn't able to, so they had to use auto pen. And I'm like,
It's illegal.
well, you still can't do that. Like that's still not good. I'm
Yeah.
like,
I
how
think
can
there should
someone
be
like that be running the country?
Age limits and term limits on Senate too.
Yes, Senate is the biggest
There's
thing.
no term limits. You could just keep getting reelected over and over
Did
again.
you see Trump pass or encourage passing that bill the other day in front of everyone?
The stock trading.
Yeah,
insider.
That was
Yeah.
funny, man. So for anyone who didn't see it, I should have.
State of the Union
I
was
should have.
beautiful.
I should have queued up the video, but it's funny because he says it, and all the Republicans and all the Democrats stand up.
They cheer. Yeah.
And he's like, whoa, the Democrats
The
are standing
Pocahontas
up too?
lady,
And he's like,
Elizabeth
whoa. He's
Warren
like,
got up.
Elizabeth Warren is up there. She's
Yeah,
on
he's
camera
like, whoa,
standing. He's like,
really?
whoa. And he's like, he's like, Nancy Pelosi, if she's here, I bet you she's not
wasn't
standing or whatever. I can't remember what he said, but he was like, wow, I didn't think you guys would stand for that. And like, that to me was like such a comedic. It was
so
man,
silly.
it
And he was
such a-
calling the Somalis pirates.
Dude,
It was beautiful.
he asked the whole place, he's like, is your number one priority to the American people or to illegal alien? Or stand if your number one priority is to the American people and not illegal aliens. And only the Republicans stood.
Oh yeah,
the
Trump was
Democrats
staring him
just-
down for like a
Yeah.
good like
just
2
fucking
minutes.
sat there, and
That's
it's like-
some 3D chess shit. Because
That
now,
actually
when
is,
they
yeah.
go to
Now they look
re-elect,
stupid.
all they have to do is be like, they didn't even stand for the kid with cancer. What's wrong with them?
No, that is 3D chess,
Yeah.
and whether you like Trump or not, this is a game, and you kind of have to stand for that to preserve your own morality.
Yeah.
He's playing a game. It's like, and now he can be like, oh well, look, they agreed with me. But really, you're just preserving your morality. But these guys aren't doing that. They're like, fuck my morality.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck agreeing with him at all costs.
He said, stand up if you think the primary focus of American law enforcement is to take care of American citizens or something like that.
Over illegal.
No, he didn't say law enforcement though. He just said stand up if your main priority is the American citizen and not an illegal alien.
Right. And then that Ilhan Omar lady was like, no. But then someone CGI'd a pirate hat and an eye patch on her face.
Oh my god.
I love the internet.
Savage, man.
The internet is pure
That's
evil.
savage,
I love it.
And give us a 6-7 in the chat if you know what we're talking about, or if you've seen any of these things. If you're hearing some of the stuff for the first time, like, let us know, man. Say something in the chat. We'd love to hear what you guys are thinking.
I got some more articles on
Nobody's
there.
trolling
Go to
Dave
one
yet,
of, go to
Andrew?
one of Jared's articles, even if you
No,
have some.
I don't have any articles.
Okay.
Let's just do yours.
I don't know what's up here. Try one, yeah. InfoWars wants to tell you. Oh, yeah, so 70 years ago, a CIA document comes out that they're putting mind control vaccines into lettuce and fruit and stuff. So you've been eating it already. From 1952.
That's assuming I eat fruit and vegetables.
That's right, but hey, they put it in beer in McDonald's too, so you're
Oh,
fucked.
fuck. It's in the beer?
You'd think that'd be the first place they'd put it. Like, how many people actually eat lettuce?
Man, I love lettuce.
God.
Like
Says it
leafy
right
green
here.
lettuce.
I've been doing
So
a
you're
salads.
saying, InfoWars said that. Okay, the thing is, though,
That's
here's the
pure
thing.
science.
Alex Jones,
Science.
Okay.
Dr. Alex Jones to you.
yes, Sir Alex Jones.
Thank you.
He has actually been the first one to break a few stories. So let's give him a little bit of credit.
Is that
where credit is due.
99% accuracy?
Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah,
What I do know is that when he said when they're turning the fucking frogs gay, he
That's
meant
true.
it, and it was true. And it was true, and they mocked him, and
It's
they
called-
mocked anybody who believed it. And then 2 or 3 years later, we found out, there is a bunch of astrazine in the water.
Yeah, Google
that's
that
getting flushed.
astrazine
And it's-
Alex Jones.
And it's
he'll-
changing the
it'll
frog's
show up.
gender. What he had wrong was that it's not turning them gay; it's turning them genderless, I believe. And so it's like they're
Gender amorphous.
but I think genderless and they're fucking each other, so kind of gay, I guess. And anyways, he had that viral clip. They're turning the fucking frogs gay. When he was reading that paper, that was the first time any of us were privy to that information, and we weren't privy to it again until it actually got released officially a few years later. But they mocked him for that. I'll always give him credit for that.
It's not actually pulling anything up. Well, you're on Brave. Maybe that'll do something.
It still searches.
So it's saying it's a misrepresentation. That's what I'm saying. They weren't actually turned gay; they were turned genderless.
Well, they've corrupted these search
see, look,
engines.
it says they became hermaphrodites.
There you go.
So they got both. Sorry, yeah.
Sounds
So-
gay to me.
Sounds pretty gay. Around here, we call that gay.
Call it what you want. I just call it
Call
gay.
it what you want to call it.
If they're not drinking beer and eating McDonald's, they're gay.
You know what? Hey,
Hell yeah.
tomorrow
That
will be
anal
2
sex,
months
brother.
without any McDonald's.
But lots of beer.
Not a lot of beer. No,
Not a beer.
not a lot of beer.
I've what am I at? Like over a month of no beer or pot. Stone cold sober.
Salute. That's awesome.
Minimal carbs, and the weird thing is I don't crave it at all.
No, it
Really?
goes. That
No.
craving goes away quick once.
Yeah.
It only
I-
takes
no,
like a week.
I'm cutting down my carbs, and it's rough because I'm like, just that one Red Bull.
What I realized is
You're right.
I don't actually want
It's hard.
alcohol. Like I don't want to get drunk. I just wanted the beer. I wanted the carbs, and I was just interested in come home from work. And right now, maybe I'll grab a slice of bread or something. I make my own bread, and but it's the same kind of thing. Like all I wanted was to consume some carbs. I don't actually like alcohol. I don't enjoy the feeling of being drunk right now.
You know what it is for me? I always want to drink. So that's why, like, in the morning, I grab a London Fog from Tim Hortons. Like, I always have a drink. So I notice, like, if I'm sitting at home alone on a Friday night, like, I don't need to be drinking beer. It's like, but I do want to drink something. So whether that be pop or hot tea or whatever,
right.
But I'll have something the whole time. And it's like, I don't need to drink alcohol. That's what I notice. It's like I actually just crave drinking something, having something in my hand and drinking it. It's kind of like when smokers try to quit smoking, and it's like the movement. So they'll get a cigarette, like a fake cigarette, and puff on it. Like, I've seen people do that shit.
Right.
All right, we got an important question. It says here from Cassandra.
Oh.
Would you watch heated rivalry with your wife / girlfriend?
It's a gay hockey show.
Yeah.
No. The answer is no.
A heated rivalry with your wife / girlfriend.
A Canadian and a
critically
Russian
acclaimed
hockey player that are all gay and doing butt stuff.
And then we got...
wait. Hold on. I want to understand this more. So
it's called Heated Rivalry. It's a show on TV.
About
would
two
you
hockey
watch?
players.
Oh,
that are
so she's asking if you would watch the
closet.
show with your wife.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
Only if you're getting a blowjob, so that you can
You took
counteract
the words
the
right
gay.
out of my mouth.
Yeah, hey, I'll watch it with you,
Must've been
babe.
while you
But
would.
every time there's some gay shit, I want a BJ. Thank you.
Yeah. No,
Otherwise, it's gay. It's still gay.
Honestly, my wife would probably be like, "That shit's gay. I don't want to watch it anyways."
But that's not the accent she would use, right?
It's close.
Oh,
man.
okay.
She'd be like, "That show has a lot of gays."
Does she speak English very well?
Very well, yeah.
But with
like, there's still an accent,
perfect
but
accent?
it's not like it's a very understandable accent. Like,
right. It's not pigeon.
Discernible.
It's like saying a word that not plural when you should say it plural.
Okay.
Things like that. Like, yeah, I'm trying to think of a good example, but like she says the words like very well. It's sometimes just like the order of the words, maybe, or like the grammar in general. That would be.
Do they learn it in school?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, English is the second. It's like French in Canada. It's their second language. Like, it's actually
Right.
their second official language.
Apparently, BC's second official language is Chinese.
It is now.
No, I saw some stupid, and who trusts these stupid charts?
According to the government, it shouldn't be, but according to real life, yeah.
Just statistically,
I
right?
mean, North Vancouver, definitely.
Apparently, in
Or
Quebec,
Richmond.
Quebec, it's English, the second most popular. The rest of Canada is French, and then BC is Chinese.
That's because everybody lives in Vancouver, and it's the Chinese take over.
Right.
No, even in the
They
90s,
took our
you go to a mall in Richmond, like way down the lower mainland. There's not too many white people in this.
Oh, Richmond
these malls.
especially. Oh, but that's why they
Which is
gave
fine.
Richmond
There's
back.
nothing wrong with it.
I
I'm not
remember we
saying
got off
wrong.
the plane in Vancouver, and I was like, "There's so much diversity here. You couldn't find a white guy, not like anywhere."
Well, I remember it was only a few months ago that the government gave the land back to the First Nations, right? The Richmond, that area, right? And then I was talking to infamous Nate there about it, and he's like,
Coachowit.
he's like, "Have you been to Richmond?" He's like, "It's only Chinese there. I wouldn't worry about it." he's like, Richmond is like China. They basically gave China to them. Like,
right. And most of it's drug
Cowichan,
money. A lot of people say that Canada is just a glorified laundromat, money laundering.
What the
the
Gene guy say?
cartels are operating up here big time.
Right.
What did Levi say?
What does Levi
He
say?
said this whole podcast is lit AF.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Club of Rome map says one country from Mexico to Greenland.
Oh yeah, so that's Club Rome. Yep. Well, okay.
The
So
Golden
you guys know that like Trump wants to take
That's
Greenland,
right.
and he's kind of being weird about it. Did you know that whole idea is actually from someone else?
I remember
the Monroe Doctrine.
When we were kids, that Zeitgeist
knows.
movie or that documentary that
Zeitgeist,
everyone thought it was
2008?
coming out. It was called
Zeitgeist.
But there was gonna be like a unified currency called the Amero or something.
That's
like,
for North
like the
America.
euro.
That's for North America. Yep, they talked about that.
Right. So the whole North America, which is what he's saying, Mexico to Greenland, is going to be unified under one thing, and that was from like the early 2000s.
But in that specific thing, I do believe he's talking from Canada to Mexico. But like the thing that you're referencing,
and throw Greenland in.
I've seen Zeitgeist so many times, and they actually take a clip of a guy on some finance show where he's like, "Yeah, it's the Amero," and he's talking about it on like.
People
on TV,
said they
on
had some
mainstream
on their
media,
hands.
like it's a real thing, and it just never actually happened.
Yeah.
But they were going to have a currency for all of North America, and in school here they teach us North America is Canada and U.S. But
I like that
think in the
name though,
United States,
Amero.
I think in the United States they must teach that North America is Canada and Mexico as well, because we aren't taught about Mexico being part of it.
Of North America? Yeah, no, it is.
No, not when I was young. They never taught us that. North America was United States and Canada. That was it.
Okay, well, as far as I was ever educated, Mexico is part of it, and then
I think they should be
Central
part of
America
it.
starts just south of Mexico.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Greenland
So
is part of it.
Well,
because there's only 7 continents, and otherwise Greenland would be its own.
So that's the thing is like Greenland never gets put on the list if you look at the list of who's in North America. I'm saying like it makes sense that they should be. Just like I'm saying like it makes sense that Mexico should be a part of North America. But okay, so if you look right now how many continents there are in the world, that's debatable.
And they count Europe as its own continent, too.
Well, no, it just depends on what country you're in, because different countries recognize continents differently. So here we have 7 continents. So we recognize the Middle East as one thing, Europe, Africa, whereas like they recognize like the lines in the Middle East and Asia. Like some of them don't recognize the Middle East. It just goes from Africa, Europe, and to Asia. It's just like there's no Middle East. It's just so there's only 6 continents to some countries. And
it makes sense. There's
no
reason
Olympics.
Europe should
Olympics,
be its own
there's
continent.
5. There's 5 rings, one meaning each continent.
Really?
Yeah, that's what the Olympic rings are, representing.
Google that.
Fact check me on that. Jamie now.
That's the first I've heard that one.
No.
So it depends on what country you're in on how many continents are recognized. It's still the same amount of land.
Why are there 5 Olympic rings? See what this says. Yeah.
I think Davey's right.
The Olympic
The
rings
union of
represent
5
the union of 5 continents.
African or Africa. Oh,
they put North and South America together.
Yeah,
and they count Europe as its own.
And then there's Oceania,
which is Antarctica or what?
Australia.
Yeah, exactly. Australia, I believe.
And the Pacifics.
I guess so. Yeah. Well, look, Europe or Africa, the Americas, Asia, Europe, and Oceania. So.
God damn! Is that what they taught you back in school?
Yeah, I went to the...
No, it's not.
No,
back with old math.
Because I lived in Calgary in the 1989 Olympics in Calgary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went to field trips, and man, I was like inundated with
And
Olympic.
it was really cool back then. Nowadays, people don't really
no
care.
protests in Calgary about, men's right or fucking gay rights.
Stolen land.
Like, it's all right, the stolen land. There was none of that shit back then. It was all about the Olympics. It was just Olympics. The whole city was, hey, there could have been like a lot of stuff that my little, what was I, 11, 12, went over my head. I didn't see like the downtown core and all the hurt and shame and whatever you want to call it. It was all about the Olympics. The city was clean, no crime, because it was fucking Olympics going on. So
I feel like no one cares about the Olympics nowadays.
I don't give a shit. No.
I remember Vancouver Olympics. There's all this protest. The world isn't the way it should be. What are you doing spending millions and billions on Olympics? When
the biggest problem with that was
social justice was just getting up there.
Them busing all the homeless people up here during the Olympics in Vancouver was probably the worst thing that happened during that. And Prince George has literally never recovered from that since then. Like, it's been since then that we've had the crazy homeless problem, and it's only gotten worse. It's really bad now, but like if you were to go back to those times, I remember it's like it wasn't that bad here. And then the Olympics happened down there, and what they did was they told homeless people down there, like, if you can tell us like where you have family, prove you have family somewhere, we'll ship you there. We'll send you there. One-way ticket. And a lot of them chose Prince George. And I think they even had like a bus to like, hey man, fucking Prince George, we'll send you there.
Yeah.
And
we had buses back then.
So they were sending homeless people here, and they stayed here. And
after the fires and
the rest
stuff
is
too,
history.
right?
And then the multiple things happened since then, but that is what started the big problem. Like, all over Canada, cities are experiencing this problem. But Prince George kind of got hit with it first for that reason. When the Olympics came to Canada and went to Vancouver, we were like the target. It was just like, yep, send the homeless people up there, far enough away, fucking get them out of here. And then,
You think they'd migrate back by now? It's so fucking cold.
No, once they get
this
here,
is a
they're like,
shitty
hey,
place
I'm getting...
to live for a homeless person.
I would
man.
just start hiking.
Not if you're a good
Get the
survivor.
hell
There's
outta
a lot
here.
of free stuff for the homeless and the destitute or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, I'd walk down to Vegas or something, man.
Yeah, what's the border matter to you when you're homeless?
Yeah, right. Can't you send me to
You
Colorado?
can walk across the border. Why not? You don't need a car.
Not the,
At least you're
not
not
the checkpoint. No, but you can go somewhere south.
You can walk
keep
across the
going south.
checkpoint. Why couldn't you walk across the checkpoint? You don't need a car.
You need an ID.
Yeah. Oh, fair enough. You need an ID. Yes.
I don't know if you could just walk across. I'm sure you can.
You don't need a vehicle to go across the checkpoint.
They're gonna be like, "What are you doing?"
You're gonna get mauled by animals.
Here's the
and stuff.
thing. Here's the thing. At least they know, because as a Canadian, you are allowed to go there, and so as long as you can prove that you're a Canadian, they'll let you go because you're just a person. You're not a vehicle that could have things hidden in it.
But they need some probable cause that you're gonna return, and when you don't,
when you just walk there. Fair enough. I never think about that. It's like, it's the United States. We should be able to go there as long as we want. Like,
they want you to go visit and leave.
Yeah.
Right there. I mean, maybe 6 months or something they'll give you if you're lucky.
Yeah, they might even think you're like trying to smuggle something too. So I mean,
they'll check your ass.
It'd be so suspicious.
Yeah.
Andrew's like, I'm gonna try to walk across.
Hell no, dude.
You sure you guys don't want to check?
But if you just walk like along the border, there's nothing illegal about walking along the border.
Yeah.
And eventually,
Along the border.
eventually the fence stops.
You're like walking along the border, and they're why are you following me?
Yeah, I'm hiking.
How come you're following me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you scaling the border?
The border's like a 4-foot picket fence.
Well, we're going to want to talk to you if you dip your toe on another foot to the right.
Do you think it's actually fenced all the way across? I bet you can walk across.
No, in
like,
the
right through
Soyuz, there's
fucking
a
bush.
lake that goes, and it's not.
Oh, yeah.
There's a
right.
statistic how much of the percentage of the northern border is actually fenced. But in Osoyoos, there's a lake that goes like half the lake is in Canada, so you just go fucking swim.
And
I think
there's,
some of the Great
I used
Lakes
to
are
live
half
there.
and half
I
too,
used to
right?
live in Osoyoos, and they have this native boat ride where all the Canadian natives, they just go right across into the Americans. The
Yeah,
Americans,
apparently they don't need to.
no, they have no recognition of a border.
Oh, really?
And they don't
They
need
can
to
kinda do what they want.
Custom because it's a tradition for like 100 million years.
And they
or
go
something.
there and come back.
migratory patterns.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. There used to be that island up north, hey? Because, about north of Canada, it's all fragmented, right?
Oh, yeah.
And there was the one island, there was a dispute between Canada and
You're
is it
thinking
Greenland?
the Pig Island?
I don't know the name
That's
of it.
a Vancouver Island. There's this island called that was like the Pig War or something. They made that.
No, you're talking about
I
territories.
Never
way
mentioned
up
a
there.
pig war, but up north, there's an island, it was under dispute. So I want to say it was, because Denmark owns Greenland, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes sense. So yeah, it was under dispute between Denmark and Canada, and so what it was is like, it wasn't like that much of a dispute. It was more like Canada would show up and there'd be like a bottle of alcohol there. I can't remember what alcohol comes from Denmark, but what they would do is they would replace it with some like Canadian whiskey. And then they'd take it and leave. And every once in a while, a military unit would go there and they would replace the bottle with a bottle from their country.
Look up
And then-
Tomorrow Island. I think they're talking about Russia. I think
I'm
they're
not talking about Russia.
by
This
Alaska.
one says it's the whiskey war.
The whiskey war,
On the
eh? The
Hans
liquor wars.
Island.
Yeah, with Denmark.
Denmark.
It's not a real war. It was very nonchalant. It was like, you visit the island, you're like, let's see who's been here last. Oh, our bottle's still there. Okay, we're leaving. And then the Canadians would eventually show up to
Instead of a
visit the
flag,
island.
instead of planting a flag. it's like,
Exactly.
this is our.
So they both claimed the island, but they never actually fought over it.
Yeah.
It was like kind of like a playful thing. And
no,
so,
that's cool. I never heard about that ever.
Yeah, so
And
it's a real thing.
That's some good northern
in
Canadiana.
1973. Wow.
Yeah, this island is terrible. There's nothing even on it.
No, there's
reason to
nothing
do it.
there. It's literally just a piece of land. Yeah, but they have to go check it once in a while. You know what I mean? Make sure there's no like secret bases or something.
I've heard of
Yeah,
one with
right.
Russia called Tomorrow Island because it's right where the time jumps forward a whole day
Oh yeah, that makes
because
sense.
the time frame. And then there was one with England and America near Vancouver Island called the Pig Island because they used to shut Canada and America straight across the 51st parallel, and they didn't actually consider that Vancouver Island goes lower than it. And so there was a lot of dispute over who owns what and whatnot. And then some farmer was raising pigs on it, and this one pig kept grazing over to that. And
I know exactly what you're talking about. They had a big fucking problem with that.
And it almost started a whole war.
It was a pig war.
Yeah.
I actually watched a whole YouTube video on that back in the day. The pig war. Yep.
And that was back when it was Britain, not Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
The Commonwealth of Canada.
Right. But with the stolen land, should I have a video on the Discord with what Billie Eilish is going through?
Oh, good. This is good. She's pissed right now. She's pissed that people are holding her
Run your
accountable.
mouth and you think you
She is very upset that people are holding her accountable to her own views. And it's like, hey, if we're all on stolen property, then why don't you give it back? Hey,
why do dumb people talk?
Exactly.
Like
if
you're
dumbest
dumb,
people talk the most. Why
you're
not?
rich too. Just shut up and buy stuff.
Yeah.
Enjoy your money.
Yeah.
No, but she had to make a fucking statement at the awards and be edgy and
it
no
was
one
like,
is illegal on stolen land.
Yeah,
It's like,
well,
so I can come to your house then, and that's
clutching
not
your
illegal,
Grammy
eh?
tight.
Like,
and only like 6 months ago, she's like, "Why are there billionaires?" And she like called everyone sweeties.
Why are there
or something
millionaires?
like that? Like I don't know why they're why.
where do you draw the line? I don't see anyone need more than $500K a year.
Well,
why do you need fucking millions?
So Oscars,
Because all you do is sing.
the Oscars in 1976, Marlon Brando won the award for some Best Actor for Godfather, I think,
And sent the native lady.
yeah,
Yeah.
and he had totally boycotted the whole thing. And then you get Billie Eilish clutching her Grammy tight.
Yeah.
So it's
and
different. It's
I guess you're gonna play a video on it here, so I
let's see
won't
what
speak.
she
Just learned the hard way. If you tell the world you're living on stolen land, don't be surprised when lawyers show up to try to take it back. While Billy was busy playing activist at the Grammys, the Sinai law firm in LA, which is a premier eviction firm in the city, was actually listening. And they have a pro bono offer that she probably wasn't expecting. They've offered to represent the Tongva tribe for free to serve Billy an eviction notice. Their logic is that since she admitted publicly that her mansion is on stolen land, she basically conceded that she has no right to be there. It's cute, isn't it? How these celebrities spend millions on gated estates, hire private security to keep the illegals out, and then stand on stage with a diamond-encrusted pin telling us that borders shouldn't exist. Even the Tongva tribe had to clear the air. They confirmed that Billy's house is actually on their ancestral land, but noted that Billy hasn't reached out to them. Not a phone call, not a check, just a shout out in a room full of billionaires.
Just a
Sinai law
virtuous
firm isn't
signal.
just trolling.
Virtuous
They're exposing the grift. They've already got the 30-day notice drafted. They said, and I quote, Eilish's admission gives the tribe a rightful action for possession. Ooh, legal reality meets Hollywood fantasy. So Billy, if no one is illegal on stolen land, then why are you still paying a mortgage to a colonial bank? Why are there walls around your property? If you really believe your own lyrics, hand over the keys.
Busted.
Sinai is waiting. Turns out, words have consequences, even for the elite. Drop a comment if you really think she should move out, and follow to see if she...
Yeah, whatever.
That's awesome.
Ladies and
thing is,
gentlemen, like
she's a
and
special
subscribe.
case because I don't agree with
bad.
her statement, so I don't have to succumb to that. But she does agree with that statement. So if that's how you really feel, then give it back. If you're gonna buy land that you think is stolen, then the right thing to do would, it would be to give it
Right.
back. So that's what she should do.
At the
if
least,
she
we
wants
should
to-
just tell dumbasses, shut up. Like, just stop talking.
Wah,
Like,
wah.
no one's gonna take your house.
Yeah, but then we gotta shut up.
yeah. Hey, we're smart.
If anybody ever told me
We're smart listeners.
I'm
We're
living
learned
on stolen
doctors.
land, I'd say, well, I'm walking in stolen shoes too.
Who's this? Talk about the Zambia people of what's this?
Wolfie Wolf.
Wolf 420.
You know who that
Well,
is?
420.
Papua New. Oh, the
I'm to him a
the
420.
that
Zambia
Carter?
people of Papua New Guinea. No. Someone used to ask us that, right?
What?
To ask about those people of Papua New Guinea. I swear,
Google
someone
it.
used to ask us that.
Google it.
It's Wolf 420 that
That's
asked us.
Nate.
That's Nate. No.
That's Nate.
Oh, is that Nate?
Yeah.
He
I forget what Carter's name was, but
I was
that
trying
one's
to.
Nate.
No, Nate.
Yeah.
Carter's is a Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Nate's Wolf 420.
Thank you, Nate.
Oh,
Okay, Google
yeah.
it,
No, hey,
Zambia
here's a good
people.
one. I'm glad Nate's
But
watching.
Let's read this real quick. The Zambia people are a tribal group inhabiting the rugged highlands of eastern province Papua New Guinea. Okay, what about them? They're part of the larger Angan language family. Okay. Well, shout out to them.
Shout out to
guys.
them.
Thank you, Nate.
Sweet.
What about
Love
it?
you, Down Under.
Yeah. So
New Guinea is not near Australia, is it?
A little bit. Closer than Quebec.
It's closer than us, that's for sure. I'm pretty sure it's in Africa.
No. That's Madagascar.
Oh, that's what I was.
Papua New Guinea is south of, isn't it? South of Australia?
Google it.
Fuck, man. You gotta put.
Where is it? Look at the.
We have been talking a lot of geography. World map on the background.
Because
would
we're
be
smart.
wicked.
We're
And you could,
smart
like,
people,
point.
not like Billie Eilish.
that's where
Dumb
guinea pigs
fat
come from,
tits.
right? New Guinea.
Yeah, new guinea pigs. That's where new ones come from.
Shut up. I mean, the new ones are coming straight from there, but
Yeah. Okay. Capital is situated in the southeastern coast of the mainland
New Guinea.
of North Australia. Oh, you're right.
It's 160
North.
kilometers north of Australia.
Goddamn.
It shares a border with Indonesia.
Oh, okay. So it's not in Australia. It's close to it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 100 clicks away, or 160.
Oh, getting hit up here.
So I think we should have a new segment.
What's this?
Should be Nate's excuse for not coming to work this week.
He was working with you?
He was scheduled.
You know,
to.
everyone knows Nate works with me from time to time, and then every once in a while he just gives me the most dog shit excuse I've ever fucking heard in my life.
He got a real job.
Jer, I heard my ankle slipped on a Twinkie.
Maybe he did, and he just didn't want to tell me.
He was studying for school.
Yeah. So yesterday, his grandma woke up. Grandma wakes up at noon every day. Yesterday, his grandma woke up at 7 a.m. to tell him he couldn't come to work because he had to stay at home and do laundry with her.
How? That lady does that way too much.
Dude, how's she waking up early on the days that I need you for work, but on the days, we want to, oh, she's sleeping in till noon every day, man. Fuck.
How much did that not happen? For real?
100%.
Like, that's the biggest
So that's why it's the
lie
new
in
segment.
the world.
Yeah.
Things that didn't happen.
Things that didn't happen, Will 420. Oh, here we go.
I don't call in sick.
Oh, you guys
call in
had to
drunk.
read a little
longer? No. How about no?
No.
We don't want to know more about those poor people.
No, but here's the
Let's
kicker.
get a
Here's the
Sambian
kicker.
on the.
Nate tells me that yesterday, that he's like, man, my new computer's running so well. All the games I'm downloading, it's like, oh.
Took some time.
When
for
have you
that.
had time to do? Oh, that's why he didn't come to work.
No, dude, it's the laundry.
One and one equals three.
Yeah.
That's his rent. He's got to do the laundry when she wants.
Got to wash my special whites.
They don't have a washing machine. He's got to literally.
He's got to scrub them. Like
scrub it. Yeah. What do they call that?
The
thing?
fucking washboard.
Yeah, washboard. Yeah.
And then I got to wring it out, slap it on rock, and then hang it up in the sun.
Then I would expect that, but no. He just got like, I got to go deet, deet, deet.
Grandma woke up early today. She says, I can't go to work today.
She needs me to deet, deet, deet on the fucking thing.
You know what's so funny, though? I was with him like 2 weeks ago, and
Love you, Nate.
I didn't want the guys at the shop to know that he was working with me that day, so I was like, hey, when we go to drop off the garbage, I'll say that I just picked them up, or just picked you up, and you're helping me, then we're going to hang out.
Yeah.
He's like, you really want to insult their intelligence like that? I'm just like, bro.
It's worth a try. It's worth a try.
You care about their intelligence, but not mine?
Yeah. He tricked you. He's already groomed you to believe this shit. Yeah.
Nate's 20 steps ahead of you at all times.
Right?
I had to buy a new washing machine. I just got it last week. It was it's got like AI in it and Bluetooth and shit. It connects to your phone. Silly.
Yeah, that's the one at my house. They're like that too. Yeah.
Yeah, my old washing machine wasn't even fucked. But,
Wasn't even smart.
Wasn't smart, but Cassandra was cleaning. My wife was cleaning, and she decided to get up on top of it to reach something higher up, and she shattered the glass.
The glass. Yeah, I remember when that happened. Yeah.
So we had a perfectly good washing machine just with
And she
a
fucking
broken
broke
glass
it.
lid.
Just
Cost
dancing
me-
all over it.
Yeah.
Fucking-
What are you like those
What are you doing,
Jews on
Cass?
9/11? standing up on my goddamn washing machine. Anyways, $1,200 later, it's a nice one. It's
She blamed that on Al Qaeda.
Yeah, exactly. The Jews. It's always the Jews.
Fucking Jews.
It's got AI, the washer.
Yeah, I don't
so
know.
it, like it could tell you, like, you got to take some clothes out because it's not balancing properly.
I don't know. When you turn it on, it says sensing, and I think it just like it does it for a specific time period as to what kind of shit you got in
Throw
there.
a bunch of colors and whites, and AI's like, can't wash this together. What the fuck?
No, I didn't read any of that stuff. I just plugged it in and turned it on.
So is Cass a Jew?
Yeah, she's dancing.
I think you should give your new washer to Nate and then use Nate's washboard.
Exactly.
Cassandra the washboard.
There was actually a Muslim war just happened yesterday. Pakistan declared war on Afghanistan.
Taliban attack with
Muslim,
American weapons, no less.
Muslim against Muslims. So
Well,
the Jews are very happy.
It's probably Shia.
okay,
Sunni.
so-
it's probably Shia Sunni, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think because I'm smarter than Billie Eilish, so I know that.
So,
but the Jews are dancing.
Let
on
me ask
washing
you
machines.
this though. So Iran filmed themselves burning a statue of Baal.
Yeah.
How is that a declaration of war to Israel if they don't worship Baal?
What? No, it's to the elites because they're Satanists.
Well, okay, so Israel's the one that said they are the ones that said that was a declaration of war, and they also say that they claim they don't worship Baal. They took out the Canaanites back in the day, right?
Ancient Hebrews.
The Canaanites worship Baal.
Apparently,
And
something
so-
happened in Russia too. So these aren't actual Jews that are in Israel anymore.
Like if you look at the Jewish religion, they don't actually say like worship Baal.
No, Yahweh
but it
is
is
their
like
God.
this like weird little thing that it seems like they have something with Baal. So the fact that Iran can burn a statue of Baal and they're like, oh, that's an act of war. Here's a random thing. In Hebrew, or at least ancient Hebrew, back like when it was existing along other Semitic languages, Baal means owner or
landowner
or master or lord. And so it's like that's what they call that's how they say master even. And so it's an interesting part of their language. I just found out that they have a saying in not all Judaism
Ancient
has
Hebrew.
this, but no, there's certain
Pre-Bible stuff.
No, I'm talking about 17th century, 18th century movements, like Jewish movements that they have these sayings. It's Baal Teshuvah, I believe is the way you say it, and it's Baal Teshuvah. It means return to God, and Baal does not mean return. So that it literally translates to return to master, but they say it meaning return to God. So a Baal Teshuvah that means like you were Jewish and you fell off from the religion, but then you came back to it, and so like you're coming back to God, and they call that Baal Teshuvah. That's weird to me. I just found
Sounds
that
like
out.
you know a lot about this, hey?
I actually just learned this a few
you
days
sure
ago.
you're Christian over there? Oh yeah,
Sweating bullets here.
But
no, I just
give
spend a
this guy
lot of
jalapeno.
time. I spend
on
too
the
mu-
internet.
No, I spend too much time talking to AI. When I see something I don't understand, I like to talk to AI and just like ask all the questions I can. And so,
Guess who's programming it?
I actually, so what I tell the AI is say banana if anything you're supposed to tell me goes, or anything you want to tell me goes against your programming and you can't. And it'll be
Foolproof.
like, no, that's funny. At the beginning, it'll just start with banana. But anyways, but it always does that. But, yeah, man. So I just try to get to the bottom of things. So in this case, I didn't even know of the term Baal Teshuvah. What I did was I heard that last year, this Jewish guy that was in like this really rare group of Jews, he got arrested and they saved like 160 kids. He was running this like sex trafficking ring. So I looked into him and he's part of this group that's essentially like, you know, the Westboro Baptist Church. You ever heard of that? They're like this group of like 200 like extreme Christians down in the South that like, you know, when soldiers die, they go to their funerals. They're like, God loves dead soldiers. Like, they're really crazy, right?
The name's familiar. I just don't know
the
about
Westboro Baptist Church. So they're this crazy extremist Christian group. So this is like a crazy extremist Jewish group. And so they came from Israel. They're about like 200 to 300 people. And Israel was giving them a hard time because they're anti-Zionist of all fucking things.
There's so many sects.
I know, right?
Judaism.
They're actually from like the 18th century, like Hasidic Hungarian Jews. This is where this comes from. And when I was like, I kept clicking and going farther back into it, and eventually I saw this term Baal Teshuva, and I was like, "Oh, what the hell is this?" Like, I thought they don't worship Baal, and then anyways, got into that. But
karma's fucking them.
But
for killing Jesus.
But I was looking into this family. Dude, these guys, they were in Israel. They fled to the U.S. because Israel was giving them a hard time for being anti-Zionist. And then while they were in the United States, the leader, his name's Shlomo Helbrins. Shlomo.
I love
right?
that name.
Super Jewish. And anyways, so in like 1988, they fucking got to the United States. And within a few years, that Shlomo guy went to jail for 2 years because he kidnapped one of the fucking kids that they sent to study under him right before his first bar mitzvah, like when he was 12 years old. So he went to jail for 2 years, got out early because he's friends with the governor in New York. Like, why wouldn't you be if you're a Jew, right? Mm-hmm. And so anyways, after that, they seek refugee status in Quebec. And he falsifies documents and pays the kid that he kidnapped to, like, say his story. And they get into Canada, into Quebec. But then Canada quickly realizes, because there's like lots of them. There's like 100 or so, you know, like, and so they're like, whoa, like, you guys live outside of town. You're not a part of society. Your kids aren't in school. So there was like 14 kids in the group, and they were like checking on them, right? So that became a thing. And then 6 of them got put into foster care because they're like, you guys aren't taking care of these kids properly. This group got 4 of the kids back out of foster care and then moved to fucking Guatemala. And like, and so they lived there for a long time, just fine. And then that Shlomo guy died in 2017. He drowned in a river during a river cleansing ritual. Just fucking got swept away. Not a baptism, but like Jewish baptism. I don't know what that would be, but either way, got swept away. And then other people took over, and the guy that got caught trafficking all those kids was one of the guys that I think took over, and that's how I stumbled down this rabbit hole. Really? And I just read it a few days ago. That's why it's fresh in my mind. So
baptized to death.
And then they just busted a trafficking ring in Ontario. Apparently lots of that stuff's going on in Ontario right now.
Oh, human trafficking?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, with young girls like 10 to 14, that's something vicious. Like that. Yeah, so you think like, oh, it's not happening here, but it really is. It's just, it needs to be a more dense population area so that you could blend in.
Like Nate says, you left out the part that my grandma has lung cancer, Jerry. You're right. Shame on you for using her as an excuse.
Yeah.
I do not believe your grandma woke up at 7 a.m. to tell you to take the day off work. I don't care. That didn't happen, Nate. I'm not fucking. I'd be retarded to believe that. Like,
or start the laundry before you go to work.
Like,
I'm sure they don't want you to work.
Dude, like, you would have told me the day before if that was the case. Your grandma didn't wake up at 7 and say, don't go to work. I need you to do laundry.
Hey, like, are you going to work today? Because
I was planning on sleeping until noon, but I thought I'd get up at 7 and just make sure you weren't working today. Yeah. Makes no sense. But
and then you sit there for an hour and wait.
No, I didn't wait for him.
No, he did for the laundry to finish. And play his game.
Jar's almost done, Jar. I'll be right there. You need me? You good?
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm out of.
I just realized you're in your bare feet. Holy shit, eh?
I'm wearing my Crockers.
Croc life? I know you love your Crocs, but I thought you wore socks in your Crocs. Dang.
No, I just came from the gym. I was sweating my ass off when I walked through the door. Yeah, there's this new MMA class, and we had probably 20 plus full-grown adults. Up to close to 200 pounds or something. It's a legitimate class.
Last time I went to one of their classes, it's like so full, man. They have so many people there. Like,
but MMA wasn't very popular, and now it's picking up. And like you'd feel bad because a lot of the striking, it's teenagers, maybe low 20-year-olds or something. These were like 30-year-old adults.
Yeah,
that are showing up and wanting to punch people and get punched and everything, and it's a whole revitalization since the new coach Chad came in.
Like you just started going again recently, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you haven't been for
no, and
like a
the
year
reason
or
I
two?
really don't want to go usually is because it was just flooded with small kids, and it just made me feel guilty to punch them in the face. And
Maybe I didn't say anything, but I went about a year ago, and there was a lot of big guys. I was like, there was this one black guy who was like really good, like older black guy
named Travis.
I never got his name.
Right.
It wasn't because there's not that many black guys that train there. It wasn't that smaller guy that's been there for a while that's really good with like kicks and stuff like that. It was a different guy. He was really good with his hands.
Really big.
Had really long arms.
Buff.
Kinda, I guess. Yeah.
I think his name's Travis. He teaches a class there on Fridays.
Yeah, and we sparred and like, dude, that was awesome. It
he
was
used
like
to pro
he
fight.
was good. Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's a revitalization for sure. There was a while there where it was just small kids and you felt guilty. You didn't want to hit them. You ended up teaching more than training.
That was when like you and I, it's like we were going if each other were there a lot of the time.
And you didn't want to go by yourself because
That's
it's like if there isn't a partner, I feel so awkward, but I don't want to go with some nobody that's 100 pounds lighter than me.
It's so weird. When I'm against you, it's like I feel like I can just spar you normally. I don't feel weird at all. And then when I spar, 70% of the class, it's like they're all a lot smaller.
17, 18-year-old
it's like
kids?
you feel bad. You like pull your punches.
And
almost
they're
like,
going as hard as they can.
You're almost
usually,
like letting them, and it's like, I don't know.
This isn't helping me.
But
And
at
that's
the
a
same
selfish
time-
thing, but you got to be selfish training this. But yeah,
The thing is, you have to be able to do that a little bit. You have to be able to train with everyone, and you have to be able to do that. But the thing is, it just sucks when you got to do it all the time. Then you don't feel like you're really getting much out of the.
Yeah.
But
I feel like
do
you're
have to
wasting
be able
your
to.
time. And if I'm wasting my time and my little girl's sitting at home, I feel so guilty.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't like that, right? But now I don't want to sit at home with the little girl and do nothing most of the time. She sleeps and stuff, right? When I could be being productive.
She walking yet?
Yeah.
Well, then she can take a hit. No.
Yeah, you can dodge a wrench.
Just
dodge
stick
a
your
high
fist
kick.
out and she'll be like, Daddy!
Yeah,
And then fall on her ass.
She's purposely bonking her head on stuff. I don't know if it's for
Purposely?
sympathy or for a joke.
She probably likes the...
Not hard, but like
stars.
if she sees the wall and you're like, don't bonk your head, she's like, ugh.
Oh, yeah. She's pushing limits.
Exactly.
Testing boundaries.
And you go, don't do that. She'll go, huh? And then she'll smile at you
She's
and
like,
like,
I'm about to.
yeah, and be like, I'm going to do it. She thinks she's a comedian. It's hilarious.
That's awesome. Hey, did you have any more content?
No,
loaded
no,
up?
I was going to say we should
Did you
wrap
have
this
like
up here.
a funny video to share at
Not
the end
today.
or anything
If
like
I
that?
do, I didn't put it on the Discord, so we're not set up for that unless you got something. But
you
either
know what?
way, if you wanted to look,
Well, it's fucking so
it
cool
was
to hang
very
out.
nice to see you, Davey. Yeah. How long are you in town?
I'm in town until... I might stay till my birthday. April 20th.
There
I
we
might
go.
stay.
Thank you. I wasn't going to guess on that one.
Everybody knows I'm born
Yeah.
420.
Well, say happy birthday to Davey in case we don't see him again. Thank you all
Hell
so
yeah.
much for
That's the
showing
end.
up. We appreciate the likes and the subscribes. We will try to show up weekly here. For some reason, Andrew stubbed his toe. We couldn't come last week. What was that, Andrew?
You're doing your grandma's laundry.
Yeah, Andrew was doing his grandma's
No,
laundry.
I fucked it up kicking the bag in the garage.
The what? The grocery bag?
No, the actual bag.
Okay. So,
I am a black belt taekwondo. You guys better watch the
oh
scout.
yeah,
Oh shit!
he couldn't limp his way
Do
to
those
the
things
chair.
have an expiry date?
Yeah,
Bro, I could barely make it up the stairs.
Demoted.
after. Holy fuck, dude. It was bad. Like,
We gotta
I
get
definitely broke like one of those little bones down there.
you. Ouch.
Not fun. But yeah, we appreciate your patronage. Please come again next week, Fridays at 7.
Thank you very
And
much.
hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, and we love you. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Have a good night, guys.